Kyrie's here with Squishy Music Lesson 1. First lesson. This is the 69 chord and its uses in improvisation, part 1. I went with the 69 chord lesson because, number one, it's going to be the easiest thing you've ever been able to do. One hand position. First thing to do is play the full chord. Where I go, I'm going to go C, 6, 9. So that's a C, a third, 1, 3, a 6, a 9, hence the name, and a 5. So the 1, 3, 5 are the triad, the 6 and the 9 are the 69. So that's a nice chord. But we have the Django Reinhardt version, because this takes all of my fingers. So why not just play it like this? This Django Reinhardt, actually have these two. You can do it this way. And then you got 2 fingers to play other stuff, or you can do it this way and have two notes here, 2 notes here. The awesome thing about this shape is that it can be played in multiple positions in the already well-known magic guitar triangle of the 1-4-5 shape. What I mean by the magic guitar triangle of the 1-4-5 shape? The Ramones. This. So this works in those same positions. Right? And it's all in the same key still. The diminished chord. Could keep doing that. But what's different about the diminished chord is the diminished chord, every interval is a minor third apart, so as you're moving it up a minor third each time, it is just an inversion. It's just a simple inversion. What the 69 chord does, what's different about it, is that the intervals change. Magic triangle, these intervals can be a 1-4-5. That's the most common. It's also a 6-2-3. Blues people know it as like A minor blues, playing a 1-4-5, but they're all minor chords. But if they're all minor chords, this is a 6 chord. This is a 2 chord. This is a 3 chord. It's 2 and a 3 chord, full step apart. So all of the minor chords and all of the major chords fall under that triangle. So is a 2-5-6, 2, 5 chord, 6 chord, 5, back to the 2. That's the magic triangle, and you can use it in all of those kinds of chord settings. So these 6-9 chords also follow that magic triangle, which means also, like there are 3 different, it's 1-4-5, 6-2-3, and 2-5-6. Also, this magic triangle of these 6-9 chords can move. Everything I'm going to do in this lesson is going to be, in all the lessons ever, are going to be in the key of G. Because G's nice, your one, it starts here. It's not down here where your stretch is really gnarly. Plus you can get to notes that are below your one. And then it doubles kind of right up here, so it stays very linear. Other keys, it's maybe your one is here and it breaks it up a little more. So, and also I stay in G for the tonality of it, so your ear gets used to the tonal center.
Wow.
If this is your root, you'll notice in this chord, there's no other, these aren't roots. So this was going to be the 3-6-9-5 version. 3-6-9-5. If you move it up to here, so then your C will be here. So here's your root. So on this one, this is going to be a 6-9-5-1. So this one has a root in it. This is the only position that does. So here's your root. Here's your chord. So that's a good way to visualize it. If your root is on the high E or the low E, that's where it goes. And then a whole step away is also the chord, but this one's the color one. This one has a 7th added. So this one is a 7-3-6-9. So if C is your root, first note's a major 7, then a 3rd, major 6, 9. So I'm going to play a low C triad, and I'll freeze that, and then I'll play the 3 voicings under, and you can hear how the intervals change. So here we go. C triad. Oh.
Wow.
We are always going to be in the key of G for lessons on this channel to keep positions and the spacings familiar. So C in this case is actually a 4 chord. So we're in the key of G, so G is the 1. So, in addition to those shapes we just did over C, you can also do all the shapes over G. So this shape is now the 6-9-5-1, not the 3-6-9-5. If this is a C, this is a 3-6-9-5. If this is a G, then it's a 6-9-5-1. Get it? And just like when the root's here, then you got here too, moves up. And this one is the 7-3-6-9. Following? So now in the key of G major or C Lydian, you have 4 of them now. This one, this one, this one, this one. So now you have, and those are all diatonic and in the key.
You for real?
Who can tell me why there are only 2 positions for the 5 chord? Because you can also do this over the 5 chord, which is also a major, but you can't do all 3. And our 5 chord for the key of G is D. Yeah, you got G, C, D. So D is your 5 chord. So with D, you also have the shapes. All right? So your first D down here, you have this one. Out of the D here. Or if you had the G, different sound. And then you can also go for this one, which is here's your root, here's your D. And also these work if you're playing an A minor chord, which is a 2 chord, right? Because we're in the key of G major, so A minor is your Dorian. So let me get an A minor 7 rolling, and you'll hear these. So this. Has a very ninth sound to it. So with these, know where these shapes line up with your modes and pentatonics. That's kind of the key. So if I'm doing an A minor 7 again, my A minor pentatonic, so that's kind of, and then your Dorian's here. The goal is to think in terms of chord values and intervals, not in terms of a shape. And always keep your eye on the root, because in most of these cases you won't be playing a root. So when this shape you're doing just this part, know that the C's right there, or that the G's right here, or that the D's right. This one isn't in D, so no, tricked you. No, it tricked me. And then know that the root's there. Know that the root's here. Always keep the root in your mind's eye as you're playing around. There are 4 notes, 4 strings in a row on this pattern. Alright, so we're using a single string set of 4 strings. How many string sets of 4 strings are there on a 6-string guitar? Quick, quick. Do you know? 3. You got these 3 strings, these 4. Then you got the 4 in the middle. You got 1 blank on each side. Then you got the lowest 4 with 2 blanks. So your homework is to figure out the 6/9 intervals on the other string sets, not just because you might want to play that stuff down here. What if you do? So figure it out on your own. Write it down. Just get out charts. I wrote something like what I did. I just drew crap on paper. Do that. It's good for your brain. Is think, write stuff down. Then it'll click, and you'll whatever your pace your brain absorbs it is when it'll click, because you want it to click. That's for sure. If it doesn't click, you must have quit. OJ joke, because this is the OJ guitar. He's behind string bars. Your practice focus should be on your brain, not as much your hands. Your hands, yes, but there's a quote I always like to say. It doesn't matter how well you move your fingers if your brain doesn't understand where to put them. So good? I'll say it again. It doesn't matter how well you can move your fingers if your brain doesn't understand where to put them. Makes sense. Okay, so this is part one. I know part one's got a lot. Gee, thanks, mister. Part two, we're going to be adding major seventh inversions to the 6/9 chord shapes for a dazzling array of chord stabs to add to your solos. Dazzling array of chord stabs to add to your solos. Huh? Adding major seven, can you picture that shit? Yeah. You can tune in for that. There. I'll show you. A minor 7.